And it's funny, isn't it? Because we have meetings at work throughout the week, but we don't tend to have meetings in our relationships. A quick sit down, a check in on a weekly basis, saying, something you appreciate about your partner, but also something constructively that you want to work on and a solution of how you wish to work on that with them. And if we just did that, we wouldn't be in a situation where we have these fires around
Yeah.
us. And, I would just share as well, just something that was shared with me once, which was really powerful, which is non-violent forms of communication. So in terms of the way that we're having these conversations, something that can be really useful is just using the term I feel, which takes responsibility of your story, or the story I'm telling myself is, rather than you did this, you did that. Because like Puya was saying earlier, you're just holding up shields then. Your job in a relationship is to work as a team. It's not to be battling against each other. You're trying to work together to make this work as a project. So that's the one thing I would add. And assumptions are the termites of relationships. Let's not assume what other people are thinking. Let's actually check in with them and see whether that is the case. Greg, do you have anything you wanted to share before we finish up?
Yeah, I've just got one perspective I would like to ask you. I do a little bit of relationship coaching myself. You'd be so surprised how many couples have arguments over text messages. And you have to remind them, actually, there's many different layers and levels to communication, isn't there? Where text messages are almost like bottom level, entry level, if you like, but then there's voice notes, talking, meeting up, dating, etc., etc., etc. I advise everyone to keep those text message discussions at very low level. It's just a quick hack, isn't it? But that's also something for the workplace. Poya, do you have anything along that lines? Any sort of like quick hacks or take homes that our listeners can use?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I love both of your points are fantastic. And what you mentioned, Max, is what I call the power of the eyes, seeing things from your own perspective rather than just say, throwing accusations. So that's powerful. Very good. The other thing you mentioned about making meetings, I recommend actually schedule as if you're scheduling a meeting with your partner. Say
Yeah.
on Wednesday, 8 o'clock, we are meeting for half an hour, or we're going on a day, schedule it, because then you're going to meet it as if you're meeting a meeting at work. What you mentioned, Greg, is also very great, very good. It's so important to be present. We're doing this online, but at least we see the visuals, the facial expressions. It makes a huge difference if you're there, if your presence, the energy you bring to the conversation. So I would say absolutely avoid communicating by text. At least if you can, meet online visually. If not, face to face. That is the best. That makes a huge difference on how much you can resolve things between you two.
Yeah. Great tips, and all really helpful, I'm sure, for the listeners.